過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leo Mookie here, and I'm back with you with a new fanfic for you guys. And don't worry, this is more of a fanfic that I want to do because I need to relieve a little bit of stress, anger, and I'm just pissed off after doing some research and for my other stories, such as the Gundam Build DxD. And let's just say a certain Chinese dumbass, his backstory really pissed me the fuck off. Seriously, this guy pisses me off just as much as fucking Issei, of all people. And that's pretty easy, and that's not done easily. At any rate, this is the Three Kingdoms Legacy, a high school DxD / Dynasty Warriors fanfic story. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, this has to be this is something I wanted to do for a while now. Honestly, I've been wanting to do a Dynasty Warriors story for at least for a while. I mean, the first time I tried doing one was the Return of the Blue Dragon being a Dynasty Warriors / My Hero Academia fanfic. However, when I released it, I had to put an age restriction given the certain subject matters, which would have gotten the video taken down if not put age restrictions on it. However, due to doing so, it didn't get a lot of views and a lot of traction either. It's still not even well looked at on this channel. So, yeah. So, after getting a little bit pissed off over Cao, that of High School DxD Cao, not the legend that is the hero of chaos of Dynasty Warriors Cao. Not only that, I may be that of African American, but I'm also have that of Chinese descent on that of my father's side of the family. So, seeing this dumbass basically want to commit entire genocide in that of High School DxD kind of pisses me off and disrespects to that of those who are Chinese, to be fair. So, I decided, why not hit three birds with one stone after all? I can create that I've been wanting to create a new Dynasty Warriors fanfic. I can basically, bash that of Cao, and I also can make a new story to test out for you guys. So, it's a win-win-win. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 0, Prologue, The Vessel. Currently in that of Japan, in the country of Japan, lies that of a small city town by the name of Kuo Academy. A prestigious and well-respected academy in that of Japan. It was once an all-girls school. However, due to certain changes behind the scenes, it became a co-ed school, which many male students didn't show up overnight After all. It began gradually over the past 3 years or so. However, many of the male students that come to this school are mostly there for one thing only. They believe it's easier to either get a girlfriend, get in a relationship, or basically get laid because of the girls being so unaware on how males act. Little did they know, that was far, far, far from the damn truth. Not all girls are naive and stupid to not know how the world truly works. But even so, many male students don't learn their lesson. However, there is a few male students who only did come to Kuo to just have that of a normal life. Either because they lived in Kuo themselves, and that it's one of the closest schools in in that of their in the hometown after all, or they went to Kuo, or some transferred to Kuo due to it being a well-respected and prestigious school, allowing anyone who graduates there that either graduates from the high school division or goes straight to Kuo's, college division. Now, they'll still gain that of a higher education and a chance to gain that of get a chance to have a higher paying job in the near future. But there are some male students who are able to get into Kuo by scholarship, especially one student, as he also came to Kuo for due to a scholarship and for other personal reasons as well. Currently in class 2A with the current teacher teaching that of science class, as the lesson is about that of kinetic force energy, with the teacher continually speaking and talking about how this energy is normally is it hard to either block, absorb, or even that of avoid, due to it being that of an invisible form of energy, depending on what it's being used on, with as many of the students, mostly being that of female students, but with a few guys in the class, one of them is basically laying his head down, completely asleep in the entire class. He's not snoring or anything like that, but he basically went over this material earlier in the year, so it's not really needed for him to even study. Even so, with the teacher being that of a middle-aged woman who looks like that in her early 30s, having that of a tied-up bun hairstyle, wearing that of a pink button-up shirt that shows a little bit of cleavage though, but not too much, with also wearing that of a long black skirt, and also having that of black frame glasses, with then soon she couldn't help but sigh before then as she throws the chalk at the sleeping boy, with then however in a split second he basically catches it in between his fingers, not even breaking a sweat, before then soon raising up his head as showing that he has that of having that of also tied up hair made into that of a messy ponytail. Not only that, he also has that of giant round circular glasses, the kind of glasses that you would see in anime with the nerdy anime character that basically whole personality is glasses alone. However, what stands out the most outside of his looks is that he almost has that. He looks Japanese, but also looks a bit of Chinese as well. But what stands out the most is that he has pretty sharp canines in his mouth, with then soon still actually yawning for a bit before then soon realizing that that he has chalk in between his two fingers, with then saying, "Oh, did I doze off again?" With then soon everybody couldn't help but laugh, with a few girls basically scoffing at all the laughter, with the guys basically glaring eyes of death towards the guy, with then soon the female teacher sighing, saying, "Chang-san, if you could, I know that you're already ahead of your current classmates, especially in this class, but you think you could at least focus? I know," with then soon still stretching at least a little bit more, saying, "My apologies, Miss Asayoi. I was just, getting at least a little bit more sleep in, since just as you said, I'm already head of the class. Let's just say that I had a rough night with work after all." With then soon a few of the students saying, "Seriously, working? I mean, I hear rumors that he's actually he's actually a drug dealer." With then one of them saying, "Get real. He may be smart. look intimidating, but he's still a nerd and a dork, with a few of the female students saying, Chainsaw is just so laid back. Can you blame him? The school, I hear that rumors that he's already passed the curriculum, especially for the second years. Then soon, one of them saying, I hear that he does part-time jobs as well. For somebody that's supposed to be so smart, he's so cool. Then soon, the guy known as Chang couldn't help but sigh, saying, I'll try and stay up as much as I can. After saying that, he soon gets out of his desk, walks over to his science teacher, and then heads back and hands her back the chalk. However, what stands out the most is that he's pretty damn tall for somebody of his age. For a normal Japanese person, the tallest that they would be, especially if they're in high school, is that of 5'7". Currently, right now, he's basically that of, 5'9", which is pretty damn tall. Even taller than the teacher, actually, with her soon actually feeling a little bit nervous, but also somewhat blushing at the same time, saying, it's all right. Just don't do it again in class. Saying, no promises, but I'll try. Then soon walking back to his desk, as this young man is Kisake Chang. Like I said before, he's half Japanese and half Chinese. It said that that his father has that of Chinese descent, while his mother was born and raised in Japan, in Tokyo, actually. Other than that, his past alone is quite mysterious and secretive. Not even those who actually rule Kuo from the shadows know much about this young man. Then soon, as the day goes by, currently it's now that of lunch period, as Kisake always has lunch on top of the school roof. Normally, what you would see, that's of delinquents or that of people who have social anxiety go. Kisake, on the other hand, doesn't have social anxiety, or is quite the delinquent, to be fair. He mostly goes here because it's the only place where he can get some peace and quiet. As Kuo Academy, just like any other high school, has plenty of gossip after all. Some gossip being about him, being that of how he got into Kuo Academy, mostly as he got into the school by having that of an academic scholarship after all. Having that of a high IQ and a high GPA as well. But there are also some people believe that he got into the school due to him having some connections to that of the Chinese mafia, or rather the triads. Some even believe that he's actually a bastard heir to a Yakuza family, who had to go into hiding. Or some believe that he's just a typical half-breed pretty boy gaijin that's here to steal all the girls away from him. Now that rumor is basically done by half of the guys, especially by a group of guys who he has no fondness for, not because he's annoyed of them, mostly because on what they do. That being the perverted trio, composed of 3 students known as that of Motohama Moriyasu, and also their actual leader, Issei Hayato, who, in the past couple of days, have actually joined that of the Occult Research Club, which is considered to be one of the most obscure clubs in the school because of its leader, its president, one of the 4 great ladies of Kuo, Rias Grimmery, and the vice president, Akano Himejima, also the second great lady of Kuo. To be honest, I don't see everyone's fascination with that club just because of Rias Grimmery. She doesn't seem much, to be fair, but that's just me though. Then soon, continually eating his lunch, he couldn't help but see See, that's the perverted trio right again, being running from that to the Kendo Club, which is mostly the club that they always end up peeping on all the damn time. Personally, Keisuke has nothing against them. To him, they're just a bunch of dumbasses who let their hormones basically control their actions. If they were basically more decent people, then maybe they'll actually could get some. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Mostly doing that, if they were in the supernatural world, they probably wouldn't get anything wrong with it. However, this is the human world. Basically, logical and moral actions are more important. But even so, it's their own damn faults. However, Kisake begins to realize that Issei Hayato has been turned into a devil, which makes sense after all, given that Kuo Academy, or rather the town of Kuo itself, is run by the Grumry family and Citri family. Well, mostly the Grumry, but there are still two governors in charge of this town instead of just one. With Keisuke looking straight at Hayato, within thinking, I wonder out of the two princesses, who basically reincarnated him first. I mean, it only makes sense. But to be honest, I think it's more logical that Grumry must have done it, because if it was the Citri heir, no way in hell that he'll be able to continue doing what he's doing. It'd be really damn stupid. But whatever. Guess it's just my own idea. With then soon getting a ring on his phone, as then soon answering it as the caller, being that of a pretty hyperactive but still pretty gruff voice, saying, hey there, Keisuke, what up? Saying, what do you want? Saying, oh, no love for your big bro here. Saying, we're not bros. Just tell me what you want. I want to get back to eating my lunch. Saying, so it is lunchtime for you. Good thing I did call. I didn't want to call you if you were still in classes. Saying, oh, you knew my time, dumbass. Now fucking tell me, Wukong. With then soon the person on the line saying, all right. Ugh, jeez. Never give me some time to relax, to just have some fun, don't ya? We got another job for you. Saying, oh, is it for the big guy? Saying, not this time, no. We got at least a little bit of a hire. Got hired for a job to take care of some stray devils. These stray devils are pretty high ranking. They're mid-high class stray devils. Saying, mid-high class? Well, damn. You don't see that every day. With Wukong saying, true that. But these stray devils basically, there's something different about these stray devils. They're all from the same period. They're all from the same master's peerage. If anything, they rebelled on their own free will instead. With then saying, wait, all three of them from the same peerage? Now that doesn't make any sense. Normally, there's always just one. Why three? Saying, that's what we want to know. But we can't get any more information besides their location, their names, and that they need to be eliminated. Saying, well, damn. If they're all from the same peerage, they must have had their reasons. With then soon Wukong saying, yeah, they must have. But even so, a job's a job. Are you gonna take it or not? We could just move it on to somebody else, saying, no, I got it. No need to push this job on somebody else. I got this. With then Suit saying, cool, nice, give it out that you got, little bro. With then Suit hanging up saying, not your damn brother, Wukong. With then soon somebody coming up behind him saying, are you sure about that? With then soon Keisuke basically getting a little bit jumpy before then soon about to punch somebody, as then his punch was caught as it be by that of a girl with that of, well, long blue hair that goes down to her neck. Not only that, she has quite the athletic build as well. Not really busty as many of the other girls at Kuo, but still has a pretty, well, curvy build, even so. As this girl being Tsubasa Yura, with the girl part of the student council, and Keisuke's one and only friend here at Kuo, with then saying, Suba, the hell you coming up here for? And why the hell did you scare me, you damn bitch? With him soon removing his glasses down, however, showing his unique orange eyes, actually. With then soon she couldn't help but laugh, saying, sorry. I couldn't help it. You were talking to somebody quite that of assertively, and I couldn't help but just stay behind you. With then soon saying, ha ha, very funny. With then putting back his phone up, saying, so what the hell are you doing here? Don't you have student council work to be working on? With soon she's saying, true, I normally do. But I'm actually looking for Jinchiro Saji, actually. I thought I could basically come up here and see if I can find him. Saying, Jinchiro Saji? Oh, right. That dirty blonde-haired dumbass that's in my classroom. With then soon saying, oh, right. He is in your class. Saying, you could have asked me if he was. With then saying, do you know where he's? My guess is probably staring on that of the president. With then soon her eyes widening in shock, saying, wait, what? Saying, oh yeah, he's one of the biggest Sona fanboys here in the school. I thought you knew about that. You're in the student council. Shouldn't you know that? With then soon hearing this, Tsubasa having that of a blank look and nervous, and also starting to turn nervous as well. With Keisuke couldn't up but say, oh my god, you didn't. That's hilarious. Oh my god, for somebody who's supposed to be part of the student council, you are still so naive. As he couldn't help but laugh at Tsubasa's basically flustered face and stupidity as well. But then she sued saying, hey, shut it, asshole! Or do I need to actually knock some sense into you? Saying, please try. It would be funny if you did. But even so, I'm not going to go down so easily, and you know that. So, how about this? Where's your president right now? Student council room? As always. Why? Saying, and when does she? And she's about to leave for class around lunch period, right? Saying, yeah, of course. With Vince saying, who do you think is going to be waiting outside and probably around the corners in the student council room waiting for her? Alongside the vice president, Shinra as well. With then soon she's saying, oh god. Saying, oh yeah, you better get going. With then she's saying, oh right. Thanks for helping me out, Keisuke. With then she's soon saying, oh, and also, President Sun also wanted me to tell you that if you're going to stay up here, try not to use your phone too much, or also smoke as well. It's pretty easy to tell that's what you're doing. With then soon Keisuke getting flustered before scratching the back of his head and saying, I'll try not to smoke up here as much as I normally do. But I will try. But I won't lie, I will always come up here. It's the only place where I can get some damn peace and quiet. You can't blame me for that. With then Tsubasa couldn't help but say, you got me there. Any rate, catch you later. After that interaction with that of the blue-haired girl, soon Keisuke couldn't help but sigh, saying, oh boy, this is gonna be quite annoying. With then soon looking back down towards the perverted trio, as it looks like Motohama and Moyasu was caught actually. However, Issei on the other hand was able to escape, with then saying there has to be that devil speed in him. The only reason he didn't get caught this time is because he's able to run faster. If it wasn't for that sacred gear, neither Grimmery nor Citri would have paid him any mind. With that, soon getting something from his phone as it being a text message about the location on where the stray devils are, as their location is that in America? No, wait. As it continues going through it, saying, the United States in Nebraska, and that's of the state of Nebraska. Oh boy, I'm going to be going on one hell of a road trip this time. And hopefully it's not going to take all night. And I really hope it's not. Then soon, looking at the time, he soon realized, great, better get to class before the bell rings. Don't want to be late. Picking up what's left of his lunch, put it back in his bag, and soon heading off. However, as the eyes behind his swirly glasses began turning from that of normal pupils to slits, with then soon back as the day ends, soon a few girls began to fawn over that of Kisake, while some guys began giving him glares of death, as from his appearance alone, he may be pretty tall, but due to his glasses and his messy, put up hair ponytail style, he doesn't seem like that much of a threat. But it also gives him that of a nerdy / mysterious look, as Kisake soon leaves Kuo Academy. As he soon goes through the gate, he soon begins to feel like the barrier and the eyes that are on him soon disappear, within him feeling like shuddering as a tingle goes all the way through his entire body, saying, God, I hate coming here. That freaking barrier and all those damn devil eyes on me are so freaking annoying. Ugh. With then trying to control his temper with his breathing going in and out, and that's of a certain pattern and motion that calms his emotions. But then saying, can't be helped. My job, besides my main job, I gotta stay here at Kuo. Gotta seem that's a pretty unassuming, that's all. With then, Kisake continues walking back to his home. Outside, back at Kuo Academy, looking through the windows, as it being in that of the student council room. Soon the curtains close back, as it being from the student council president, Sona Shitori, or rather, Sona Citri, actually. With then soon going back to her desk, within soon some tea being laid out for her, as this was done by her, one of her peerage members, a girl with that of curly platinum white hair and blue eyes with quite the curvaceous body, that being Momo, her bishop, with her saying, your tea, Miss President, with then Sona saying, thank you, Momo, with her drinking the tea with then soon Tsubaki, her vice president and queen of her peerage. As Tsubaki speaks up saying, Lady Sona, are you sure that you wish to have somebody like, Chang-san to join your peerage? Didn't you have plans for that of Jinchiro Saji to join? With then Sona saying, originally, yes, he did have some amazing sacred gear, besides that of Hayato, now that we found out that he has that of a twice critical, but Rias believes that it's something more than just a twice critical. But as for Chang-san, I've looked over his files so many times. He has that of a great IQ. He's lazy. Some people say that he's quite aggressive if people get into his face too much, but he also acts that of nervous and polite when he wants to be as well. Plus, he's also said to be quite the loner Well, so some say, with then looking at her rook as that being Tsubasa, as she soon scratched the back of her head saying, hey, it was just how he was always been when he first came here, and that was about a year ago. With then soon Sona can help but sigh saying, yes, I'm aware. Plus, unlike normally here at Kuo, getting a part-time job or getting any job is basically unforgivable. But given that even though he has a scholarship here at the school, he still needs that of a job to help him financially with his home life situation. The school doesn't give aid, only gives aid to those who want to stay here at the school financially. But when it comes to outside the school, though, the students are always on their own, especially since, well, the policy always relied. Many of the students already had parents and already had that of a stable financial situation. But for an orphan child such as himself, well, with Sona looking down at her teacup as looking reflection, but then soon sighing, saying, well, cannot be helped. Even so, he doesn't listen to what we had to say in telling him to quit his part-time job, but he doesn't. He still does it over and over again. And yet, Tsubaki speaking up saying, we still don't know what this part-time job is. And like he said, he won't elaborate on what it is. President, I still don't trust him. He's too secretive. Not only that, unlike every other student that we're able to find information about, we can't on him. And it's unsettling. With then soon Sona saying, I know. With then looking at her rook, Tsubasa once more, saying, Tsubasa, I still need, please convince Keisuke-kun to come to the student council room. Tell him that it's urgent and really important as well. With then hearing this, soon Tsubasa couldn't help but have that of a nervous look on her face saying, I'll try, but I can't promise you much, though. After all, this is Keisuke we're talking about. He can be quite unpredictable, such as him. With then soon, everybody in the room, being all of Sona's peerage members, couldn't help but nod, as they've all dealt with Keisuke in one way or another. Back with Keisuke, he soon arrives at his apartment building, which it being that of a one-bedroom apartment, as it does have that of a bathroom, shower, and everything else. And the kitchen is right next to that of the living room as well. But other than that, it's still basically home. What he place where he calls home, at least for a bit now. As he soon takes off his school uniform, just tosses the clothes, just scattering around the ground. With then soon going to his closet, or then bring out that of a battle suit, as it made from that of silver. It looked like it's made out of a silver material, with it looks a little bit flexible and that of well kept. With then soon, as he basically undoes his hairstyle and then removes his glasses, as now getting a better look at his face, his black hair goes all the way down to his shoulders, as it's quite messy. Not only that, his face is pretty damn handsome, to be honest, behind those giant ass glasses. And like before, his orange eyes do revert back, and his pupils revert back into that of slits. With then soon a voice in his head saying, you are prepared. Are you sure that you're ready for this? You've never fought against 3 stray devils at the same time, Keisuke. With then soon another voice saying, let the kid have a little bit of fun. I think he needs to learn. I mean, he's been at this ever since he was at least least 10 if I recall, with then another voice saying, brother, try and see this as more serious. They're not, these stray devils are more than just that of just mere stray devils. They're at a high ranking, a high level, with then soon another voice saying, everyone, please calm yourself. Keisuke, this is still, you may have accepted the job, but you could still push it off on somebody else. You can gain the information that you need within saying, everyone, if you're all going to speak to me, take your time. I can handle it. And to be honest, I'm still going to do this job either way. So let's just get this over with. Within soon, running the water, going into his bathroom, running the water, splashing the water on his face for a bit, before then grabbing the armored battle suit that he has, as putting on, as he has as now the suit looks more that of Chinese heritage, with that of Chinese shoulder armor alongside that of its chest plate as well. Basically arm guards as well, and also shin guards too, with not only that, a blue scarf, with that of a light blue scarf wrapped around him. Also, his messy black hair soon is done up into that of a long black ponytail, with having that of a look of somebody who is feral and grinning for blood. With then soon going outside, he soon basically has his fingers in his mouth before whistling, as then it sounds like that of a motor coming through, with then soon as it being a motorcycle, a Nagasaki 300 motorcycle. Before then, Keisuke touches onto it, before it transforms into that of a light blue, into that of a white and bluish motorcycle, with the wheels turning see-through blue, with then it seems like that of a magical presence around the bike. With then Keisuke couldn't help but have that of a feral grin, getting on the bike and soon revving up the engine, saying, all right, with then putting his phone into the bike, as it has that of a GPS. Before then, a being coming through the bike's visor points out, creating that of a blue portal, with then saying, there are 3 powerful magical signatures in that state of the United States, so better transfer me there in the right spot. After all, Chopper. With then soon, it almost sounds like that the bike has that of a will of its own, because Keisuke doesn't even rev the engine, as it revs itself. After holding on tight to the motorcycle handles, he soon revs it, and then goes right through the portal. With then soon coming through, as somebody was actually outside who saw all of this, as this person being that of Tsubasa. However, it wasn't just Tsubasa as well, as then soon another woman also saw this as well, as she has that of long black hair, a quite busty and curvaceous figure as well, and having that of narrow eyes, but it was more of narrow eyes of worry and also somewhat of concern. With then soon going through that of a portal of blue energy circling around him, like going through that of a tunnel, with then soon exiting through this blue portal tunnel. With that, he soon skids right through what he was at, as he soon arrives into an open field, as it's currently that of bright blue skies. Within thinking, makes sense. Time zones around Japan and America would be a little bit off after all. But whatever. let's just get to business, shall we? With then soon getting off the bike, with then soon looking around as he begins to feel the magical signatures of the three stray devils, with then soon noticing a barn in the distance, as that's where the signatures are at their strongest. With then looking around, as there is that of a small town in the outskirts, with then soon he couldn't help but think, so they're basically biding their time, even though that they're basically high class ranked strays. They still need to take their time. Well, whoever their master was must have been a strong motherfucker if they need to wait. With then soon heading to the barn, with each and every step and walk, he soon arrives to that of the abandoned barn, with then soon saying, as he soon instead of basically taking the stealthy approach, he basically kicks the doors down entirely, which shakes the entire barn, with then saying, "Yo, strays, get your asses out here. It's time to get your asses kicked right about now." With then soon not hearing anything, before then hearing that of a loud wolf crunching roar, with then soon as the creature was about to crunch down, soon it does. However, Kisake doesn't feel anything on his right arm, or rather, he doesn't feel any pain whatsoever because the bite didn't do much. With then soon, the wolf-like monster creature basically jumps off the arm as he begins to feel his teeth. However, all he can basically taste is his own blood of broken teeth. Within soon, the wolf reverts back into that of a human being, with then saying, How the hell did you? With then saying, "Oh, you're a wolf stray. Oh, you were once a werewolf. A stray devil that was once a wolf. It was once a werewolf? Now you don't see that every day. I thought the werewolf species was basically gone extinct before the so-called werewolf stray devil could have spoken. Rappings were heading towards that of Kisake, and as they were about to strangle him, soon the wrappings basically were all cut up without anybody noticing. With then soon, a woman came up and say, How's that possible? Then saying, wrappings? Huh. I'm guessing you're basically a mummy by any chance. Reincarnating a once a pharaoh, or possibly a queen. You don't see that. With then soon, Batwing, he begins hearing that of the fluttering of wings, with it being that of most likely a vampire, with soon jumping up into the air, coming through that of the barn, going through the barn, standing on top of the roof, looking at all of the stray devils, as each and every one of them are basically monsters on what you would see in classic monster movies: a werewolf, a mummy, and a vampire. With then he couldn't help but smirk, saying, whoever your master was, he kind of had basically a fondness for old monster movies, am I right? With then the vampire getting annoyed, saying, cease your words, you mere human. We will not allow an exorcist to kill us. With then soon he's saying, wait, you think I'm an exorcist? No. I don't deal with the church. Hell, I actually hate all other religions besides one religion. I'm actually a Buddhist, if you would. Not a die-hard Buddhist, but just a Buddhist. I believe in Buddhism. That's all. With then soon, the werewolf stray devil could up and say, it doesn't matter what you believe in. You're still gonna die here, you little bastard. With then saying, what about your teeth? They look good? With then the stray saying, you. Within the mummy stray devil could up and say, you. What the hell even are you? No mere human can basically stand up against that of high-class devils such as ourselves. We may have gone stray from our master, but it doesn't matter. We're still stronger than you mere humans. With then soon, Keisuke couldn't help but laugh and continue laugh as it turns into that of a evil, monotonous laugh. With then soon, the Strayers couldn't help but be worried, saying, seriously, you devils really do know how to basically underestimate humans. We humans are more than what we're capable of. We're strong. We have the best potential. We're adaptive. We're able to overcome anything that can basically take us over. Sure, some of you supernatural creatures may have power and age, but we humans, we grow, we get stronger, we become something more than what you all expect us to be. And we even gain powers that not even the supernatural. And I'm not talking about sacred gears from that false-ass god. I'm talking about the power of humanity's wisdom from the power of ancient heroes of the past. With then soon, a huge amount of power begins to erupt from Keisuke, as then it turns, as the blue light soon turns green, and then something begins to materialize from Keisuke's hand, as it looks like that of a spear, as the spear tip almost looks like that of a dragon's fang, with then soon, right beside him being that of a young man with Chinese armor, thin ponytail, lower ponytail, with that of a armored headband on his forehead, and also having the same spear that Keisuke has. Within soon saying, Zhao Yuan, give me your strength. Show them the power of a human with the power of the dragon. With then soon, Zhao Yuan saying, it would be my pleasure to aid you, Keisuke. With then soon, the stray devils couldn't help but be shocked and surprised, saying, he's a spirit user. With then soon dropping down, as then a blue light dragon begins to erupt around that of Keisuke, as then the dragon is so powerful and engulfs the entire barn alongside the three strays as well, saying, hope you enjoy dying, and if there is an afterlife for you devils, see you around. With then the explosion destroys the entire barn and everything else that was around it, which did get some of the attention from the humans and possibly some supernatural essence that is in America as well. With then soon, Keisuke realized I may have gone a little bit overboard. With then Zhao Yuan couldn't help but speak up, saying, possibly, most definitely. Well, even so, you have committed your contract, even though your methods did seem a little bit out there. With Keisuke getting annoyed at the spirit that's part of him, saying, hey, they were basically three mid-high ranking class devils, basically on the same level as that of a regular high class devil, and they were reincarnations at that. Not only that, let's also bring in the fact that they were also werewolves, a mummy, and a vampire. You really expect me not to actually take them, all three of them, seriously by basically obliterating their asses? With then Zhao Yuan saying, I guess not. Well then, we should return. As for me, I will meet back with Lord Liu Bei and the rest of my fellow Shu brethren as well, saying, yeah. Also, thanks for your help, Blue Dragon. With then, Zhao Yuan couldn't help but smirk, saying, it was always my pleasure, young Keisuke. With then soon disappearing, as the aura around Keisuke also disappears as well. With then soon getting a whistle, with soon his motorcycle known as the Chopper finally arrives, with then saying, let's head back home. After that, a portal appears as he drives right through it. Before then, the authorities soon appeared. Within a few of actual devils and angels also appeared as well, with the angels and devils looking at each other, glaring at each other, believing that one of them had to be the cause of this situation as well. However, unaware that it was caused by that of a 16-year-old boy who has a connection to the heroes of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, what did you guys think? This is basically a prologue chapter to see what you guys are up for and what you guys are going to see. Because to be honest, the whole spirit aspect on how High School DxD sees that of reincarnated heroes or who bears the spirit of a hero is completely and utterly stupid. They're not really the hero. They're just that person's reincarnation self. They're not really that person at all. Because if they really were, they would have actually learned their lesson or actually knew on what they should do, not basically turn into, genocidal fucking teenage maniacs. Ugh. But I digress. At any rate, the reason I made the heroes of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, being all the warriors from Wei, Wu, Shu, and Jing are going to be in here, and maybe some of the other heroes from like Lu Bu as well. I mean, you can't have a Dynasty Warriors fic without the great Lu Bu. But again, I digress. If you guys like this story, I may continue it. But like I said, this is more just a way to relieve stress over the stupidity that is Cao Cao and High School DxD. And if I do make these two meet each other in the future of this story, well, let's just say Kisake has plenty of words alongside the actual Cao Cao as well. So yeah, at any rate, with all that said, if you guys like this, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, keep up to date with my videos when I upload on the channel. Also, check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. Possibly they're all linked in the description below if I'm not lazy. So, with all that said, this is Yamuki, signing out. Later guys, and take care.